Another year, another Air Max. This time around though, they are just for lifestyle. It's not a running shoe, although they did that last year, right? The 2090s. So we're doing that again. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today, we got a detailed look at these. Do you want to call them bad boys? Do you like them that much?
I like them so far.
So maybe? But this, my friends, is the Nike Air Max 2021. First things though that I'll talk about, they do come in the Move to Zero campaign box, but they do come with paper, which is not normal for the Move to Zero stuff. So normally when they do the Move to Zero campaign, it's, what would you want to call it? Like as recycle friendly as possible? Is that what you, is eco-friendly? That's the real word? I don't know. Where the f is Captain Planet when you need him?
I think you dropped something.
But yeah, it even says right here, they're made with 20% at least, which means maybe. I don't like it when they use words like that. It could be, but it might not be, but at least.
Maybe.
So, exactly. But anyways, it says made with at least 20% recycled content. You can kind of see where the recycled content might be throughout the shoe. However, most of that is going to be speculation on my behalf because it just looks like it, doesn't mean that it is it. But to me, the most interesting aspect of this shoe is actually the tech that they used right there in the heel. It's the thing that your eyes cannot miss. It's this giant brand new Air Max unit. Even though it's not brand new, but it is brand new. The overall concept of it is not brand new at all. I'll show you that soon. But yes, it's very similar, if not the same thing as what is going to be featured in the LeBron 19s. So for those of you guys that want to kind of get a feel for what that's going to be like in that shoe, this might be the shoe to kind of get you ready for that. But we'll start off with the outsole right here. It is fairly traditional looking as far as Nike runners go. However, they don't have the traditional waffle lugs. Instead, they're just circular lugs, which is interesting. Kind of looks like a bunch of little screws.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I don't know if this is going to be great all-terrain, but it is what it is. It's just a lifestyle shoe. So if you're walking to the grocery store or you're just going for a regular ass walk, they should be good to go. There is a split in the rubber right there, so you get a little bit of extra give for the foam that's underneath. The foam itself feels very much like Cushlon. However, Nike's website does not state what type of foam it is. All it does state is that it's a two-layered system. So this top line here that you see, that gradient, so that's the first layer. The second layer is this little wedge right here in the forefoot. Again, it feels very similar to the 2090s, which was Cushlon. It feels bouncy and soft. However, in the product description, it does say that the midsole is cored out, and they're cored out normally in circles. So it's kind of like this, and they're different shapes. We've seen this actually in the Giannis Immortality most recently, but also shoes like KD12. They do it all the time in a lot of shoes. It's just pretty standard at this point. But the product description went out of its way to say that the shape of the cored out sections are in a honeycomb, so like a hexagon type of style of hole or whatever. And that shape is supposed to be nature's perfect shape. It's the most forgiving shape of all things. It's the strongest, it's the most supportive, it's the most cushiest, I guess, if you're using it for cushion. So that's just what it is. I don't know if there's actually hexagon cores in this, like where it's cored out in that shape, because I didn't take these apart or anything, but there's somebody out there that probably will, and when they do, we'll find out. Now again, the heel is where the main attraction is. This is the brand new cushion right here. It's a chambered Air Max unit, which again is what they're touting is new, but it's not new. It's just a new style. And by style, I really mean just new shape. It's blown out kind of in a different way where the design is very like rounded and bubbly and all of that stuff. Kind of looks like Vapor Max, but it's not. This particular iteration is housed within this what they call collapsible TPU cage. It does move when you move. Like if you were to really push down on the heel area, it will flex out. But again, it's there just to kind of like house the unit and give it a little bit of extra stability just in case you need it. Now what I'm saying with the chambered unit is that it's not new, even though they're saying that it's new. Shoes like this back in the 90s, this is not the only shoe. This is the only shoe that I have that's just taken apart, but like the old Barkley shoes and some of the Forces, when they used air units like this, they were max air units. And max air meant that it was a chambered unit that had a lot of PSI into it, so there's a lot of air. So you can't really see it from this side because this side is the air unit itself, and then in there is injected polyurethane, which is really cool. It gives it some stability, which is typically what you'll see injected into the pillars of like an air unit. If you were to look into say like the Air Jordan 3 or the Air Jordan 4, there's those little pillars inside and then there's the hole in the middle. Those are injected with the polyurethane to give it some structure, which is again where this plastic thing comes in. That's the new structure. It's the outside instead of the inside. So it lets the air unit just be air without anything obstructing it, which is dope. But this right here, I know this hurts me, okay? That little packet right there is not ketchup, it's actually another air unit. So there's a chamber that connects this little pocket of air, and it's chambered right here, and then it goes into the circular portion or the horseshoe, whatever. Anyway, so the air moves through this thing, and so when you crash down on your heel, most of your pressure point is going to be in the center, right? So like that is the impact zone. That's where a lot of the air is, and when you hit that part of the floor with that part of your foot, it's going to protect it, and then it's going to deflect the air out into the chamber and into the surrounding areas. And when it does that, it actually beefs up this piece so that when you land, and then if you happen to tip, okay, so it's supportive, you're not going to hurt yourself. Hopefully. That's exactly what this is. It's just shaped a little bit differently. It's, again, wobbly, kind of cartoony looking. It's old and new all at the same time. Do I care? Not really. I just really like the tech. I think that it's cool. I wish that they would have alluded to this is old Nike tech that they've redesigned into new stuff or whatever. I think that that would have been dope. It would have been a cool play on their heritage, but I don't work there, so I mean, that's just what it is. Now, as far as it feels on foot, definitely the forefoot is the more pronounced cushion, in my opinion, where you are leaning on that mostly, right? You're wearing your pair right now, you feel the forefoot more than the heel. I think that that's a nice comfortable foam though, so there's that. But it still has the slope thing. I really don't like that. I wish that they would learn, like you can visually see it. And if you can see it, you could probably feel it. Can we please even that out a little bit? Like I just don't like feeling like I am being forced into like where I'm gonna get hammer toes or whatever that shit is, and I don't know. So I just don't like that. I don't like it on any of the most recent stuff. I don't mind a heel to toe drop, because even when you wear like an Air Max 1 or an Air Max 90, there's a little one. It's very minor though. This is very drastic. I don't like the way that it feels. It feels funny. I don't know if maybe it's because the heel is firmer than the forefoot, so maybe you just feel it more, because I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually the same point of drop like as the original stuff. It's just that the foam is not consistent throughout, like where you have like polyurethane all the way around. This is obviously different in the back than it is in the front. So I don't know if it's that, but I just don't like the way that it feels. I forgot to say that the rubber is one of the aspects that I think might be recycled. Go play! So like this area, you can see where it's got all the multicolors in it. I feel like that's some of the recycled part. The second thing is this guy right here. This thing feels awesome. Like it feels really comfortable. So I'm surprised by that. It feels way better than that Ortholite stuff. It also looks like it's made out of recycled something too. What? I don't know. I don't know if this is made out of recycled midsoles or maybe recycled, you know, padding or whatever it is. It feels like and looks like it's been recycled. Now the upper on these guys, at least for this particular colorway, and I believe yours as well, she has the women's version on. We'll show you that like in the B-roll and all that stuff. But like I was saying, the upper on this particular colorway, as well as the first launch of the women's colorway, is fully synthetic. So we got ripstop on the toe, we got mesh on the midfoot, we got more like nylon stuff on the back, we got synthetic leather overlays on the heel, as well as the eye stay. The eye stay I think is very interesting because underneath this is actually just like normal nylon lace loops, but there are also actual eyelets with grommets. You can either like lace them up the way that they come, which is underneath the eye stay flap, or you can do it over the flap, or you could probably utilize some sort of mixture of the two. And I think that it's cool that they give you those options just because it lets you be a little bit different, just in case you wanted to. Now, normally I don't love ripstop. I think that it's overused. It's a very cheap material as far as like the amount that they can buy, you know what I mean? Like it's a cost saving feature. But one of the cool things about this particular usage of it is that they made it look like kind of like it's grid paper instead of it being just ripstop material. So you see what looks like design elements, like as if they were rough sketching or rough drafting the contents of what this shoe might be. So I like when they can at least incorporate the type of material into the design, make it a little bit more fluid. On top of that, there's these little dots on top. It feels a little bit like the Curum stuff that they used to use back in the days. Now, as far as their sizing is concerned, I would recommend going true to size. You are a wide footer though, and these are your true size. Which is what you told me to get. Okay,
it's
so
always a gamble.
I didn't mess up, but now that you've worn them, because I think you tried them on after you were wearing like sandals.
Yeah, I was wearing Birkenstocks after vacationing for a few days, so my feet were very relaxed in an ant-sized shoe.
But now that you've been wearing them all day, true to size? Is that
yeah, you can go true to size. If you have a very wide foot though, I don't imagine this being very comfortable because it's snug on the sides.
So then go up half a size if you're super wide or like a more relaxed fit.
Yeah, so, but lengthwise,
true
it's
to
good.
size.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What do you think about the cushion? Because you love the 2090s.
I love the 2090s.
Her 2090s started off white. I think they're brown now.
Yeah.
So you know, going from something like that where you love the way that those feel to this, how do you feel initially?
This is like all for show, this back half, I feel like.
So you don't even notice it?
You don't. Like when you're wearing them, I can see
things move?
Yeah, and
it's
for
because
me,
I'm pressing it though.
I'm trying, and I can't get the bubble or this gel part to squish out.
So overall, if you were to pick one,
I would still go with the 2090s.
Really? And you can find those on discount right now, so that's a good thing.
The forefoot of this shoe feels really nice, but I don't know, my 2090s, I love my 2090s. If you threw me out on an island somewhere, I would grab those shoes.
That's the shoe that you would take?
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're not trying to look fresh because you by yourself on an island, that makes sense.
Give me my Birks and those 2090s and I'll be okay for a while.
I guess. Anyways, this guy right here is the Nike Air Max 2021. It's Nike's brand new Air Max offering for the year, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. You guys let me know, or let us know what you think about them down below in the comment section. 2 different colorways. I do like yours a little bit better. Mine look like a Pegasus that I used to have.
They do. They really do.
But again, just let us know what you think about them down below in the comment section. You were going to add something?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys this is what it does for you in difference in height.
Yeah, because she's wearing one, so do that again. So, with the shoe on?
Without.
Goddamn. Or should I say hot damn?
Hot damn.
But anyways, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. And until next time, guys, have a good one.